happens to be the chair of youth, a member of Justice and Legal Affairs, that purportedly pretend that they met and made a resolution that that bill was supposed to be brought into the House. I want to be on record that as a member of Justice and Legal Affairs, there was no meeting whatsoever that took place in Baringo County Assembly to decide whether that bill was coming to the House. It was a deal of 2 or 3 people who decided that they want to decide the fate of the people of Baringo County without doing public participation in their own hands. Our speaker was among the people who actually repped the constitution of this country. He was the one who perpetuated and did the injustice in the House, bringing a bill without a procedure and actually forcing us to continue debating it as much as we tried to tell him that it was unprocedural. Most members would purported that they are supporting the bill and that their people have been sent. Today here we are seeing people from all over the Baringo County representation that has come today to say that was not their views. And here they are today to say that we need the bill to go to the public participation. Because if we don't get the chance of letting the people of Baringo County to read and internalize and accept or reject the bill by themselves, then we lose the point of representation. I'm here a very disappointed person that the members elected by the people can sit down and debate a bill without even a report, without public participation. And actually, there was no even voting. We know what happened. The chaos erupted and our speaker unfortunately alipitisha dirisha. And he wants to say in a national TV that alipitisha. In fact, you can see we have press that was live. The speaker went ahead even and put the question and say, as many as of the opinion say ayes. And when you say aye, you have passed BBI without their knowledge. Their emotions, they pass the BBI without their knowledge. Now what we are saying is, the views given by those leaders who say they are representing their people are the views of their husbands and wives that they decide to make in their comfort of their beds. Because there was no public participation. That is the only views of the people that is anchored by the law, where people meet and decide their future in this country, and it is in the Constitution of 2010. So today, the views that was given by the honorable members, very emotionally, Kina Kibruta Kimosop and Tochim, shame on you. How do you even stand and tell people that you are sick? Nobody has the monopoly of diseases or an accident. I think you just crossed the red line in politics. This politics should not be emotional. We should be factual, and we should do what is right. And what we are saying is, the views of those honorable members were not the views of the people of Baringo. People of Baringo want public participation, and that's what we want. Let these people say yes or no, but not you, one person who you decide to sleep with your wife and decide that because of your political ambitions, you come and say no. We are saying we need public participation. I hope today the law will take its course and give the people the priority and the chance to hear and learn about the BBI report. Thank you.
So what are you doing here today? What is your question? Another person.
Yes, Mhesh, kama kawaida utaanza chunga kamera nyuma yako. Utaanza kwa jina lako alafu tueleza kwa aidha kwa Kiingereza ama Swahili kauli yako kuhusu kinachoendelea leo.
Majina naitwa Ernest Betarus, MCA Kabarnet, where we are at the moment. Today we are here to seek justice, not only for Ernest Bet, but for the people of Baringo. What is happening today here is that we had a bill that came from the national government, and it was not a Baringo County bill. It was a bill donated to us to action, and this bill came with instructions. They had some rules to be followed, and the bill stated categorically, table it in the assembly. And that is what the speaker did. They tabled the bill in the assembly, and after tabling the bill, they committed the bill to the Committee of Legal and Justice. And what the committee was supposed to do was to take the bill to the people of Baringo for public participation. That did not happen. What happened was miscarriage of justice and miscarriage of rules and procedures. I want to tell the leadership, those who are running the assembly, the speaker and the clerk, they broke all the rules. And that is why we are here today with the people of Baringo. The law of justice talks about the majority and the minority must exist. All of them must be listened to. We are asking that opportunity for the people of Baringo to have a look at this document. We cannot purport as leaders that we have read for the people. We've heard in several occasions, even in one instance, the speaker spoke in a forum and he said, we are taking this bill to the people of Baringo so that the people of Baringo can advise their leaders on what they want. I want to say that Baringo is cosmopolitan. Baringo is represented by minorities. We have the El Chamus of this Baringo. We have the Pokots. We have the Turkanas. We have the Ndorais. We have all these people. If we say that the majority will always violate the law to get their way, then what will happen of the minorities? I want to say that we are here because of those breaking of the law. And I want to say, we as leaders, we are the son of good leadership. We are the son of following the law. Personally, I was assaulted in the assembly by the mover of the motion. In the assembly, there is law and order. If you want to contribute, you raise your hand and the speaker gives you the opportunity. Myself, I put myself on point of order. The speaker said, what is your point of order, Your Honor, honest debate. I went to where the microphone was, and from nowhere, the mover of the motion, I don't know for what provocation or what, was able to attack me. And even though we maintain our cool, and that is why we are here, because we want to say, if we don't stand for justice, if we don't stand to correct the ills of the society, if those who are in leadership position are flouting the law with impunity, then the courts are our recourse. So I want to ask the people of Baringo that they maintain calm, we follow the law. We are here today so that we give you that direction. I want to tell the people of Baringo that this Baringo or Kenya will only be ruled by laws, by following the law. If we break all the laws, then we will be at fault. I want to tell the people that the law, that the bill that came to the assembly is a bill that needs you to participate, and you are given the right to say yes or no, and that is how orderly we can be. We cannot do this thing from any other perspective. And anybody in Kenya, not only the leaders, anybody, even a committee, even a private citizen, can bring a motion, can bring a petition to the parliament. So if we don't accept, if they cannot accept a motion or a bill presented by your representative, how will they accept a petition driven by the private citizen? So what we want to instill in Baringo County Assembly is adherence to the law. The speaker and the clerk are not above the law in Baringo County Assembly. They cannot choose what to do and not what to do. So we are telling them, we are giving them a warning. And we want to tell them, if they want to propagate anarchy, we don't want our people to cause chaos. Personally, I'm the MC of the town, and I restrain myself. I restrain everybody. I told them, let us follow the law. And that is why Kibet is here today to follow the lawful procedure. Otherwise, if the speaker and the clerk continue, then it means they are inviting everybody to be in that mood of chaos. And that is what we don't want. We want to preach peace. We want to ask all our people, what example are we setting? So for that, I want to end by saying, today we are here to make sure that rules and laws of this nation are followed. You cannot procure leadership by hooliganism.
Yes.
You cannot procure leadership by hooliganism. You cannot become a president of Kenya by destroying others. You cannot say, let us kill the dynasties, let us kill the hustlers, let us kill the religious. That is the warfare we don't want. And that is why we really, today we've come here to beseech the courts to help its people. The law was put in place to make sure that everybody has a place in this world to stay and live comfortable without being profiled.
Alright, you start with your names, then proceed.
My name is Honorable Francisca Cheburet, and I'm one of the MCS. I stand here today to say what really happened is what should not be happening in Baringo. Because for one, we are known to be a team of peace, love, and unity, as said by our second president of the Republic of Kenya, Hayati Mzee Moi. And we are so disturbed this morning, looking for justice in a land that should be possessing peace. I want to say what happened in the assembly. I felt so bad because one, I'm a member of the committee that deals with rules and procedures. And whoever was moving the motion was a chairman of the Justice and Legal Affairs. I want to say, our chairman, you did injustice. That was not justice as it entails in your own committee. And some of us broke the rules, even though we were in those committees which stand for the rightful procedures in the House. What happened in the House was that the people of Baringo were purely denied the right to participate, and the Constitution of Kenya 2010 strengthens that all the details that are brought to any assembly should be taken to the public for public participation. And I want to say that those who are talking against us that we didn't support our people to get the public participation, we want to inform the public today as we stand that it is not us who was standing against you. We supported that the same document should be taken to the public. Two, the other thing that happened in the assembly is our members never even talked about you, the people of Baringo. They said no to that bill without even knowing that what was there was fruitful to them. Like one, I can quote, Mogotio constituency should be scrapped if the same is not even entrenched in any other law. And so we said BBI should be a yes to the document because one, Mogotio will be scrapped and they are our brothers and we still need them. And it will be split and taken to Ravine and to Baringo South. So when the mover of the motion comes from Mogotio, then I wonder if the people of Mogotio will want to go out of this system. Will you want to join us? It means you will be a minority, my friends. Can you open your eyes? Can you read between the lines so that we move towards the same direction? I want to tell our speaker that a seed must die for it to germinate. And what you've planted in our assembly is a seed that will never germinate. Can we kill the pride in the assembly? Can we kill the system of parties in the assembly? Because the people of Baringo do not eat parties. The people of Baringo do not eat individuals that you came to worship in that assembly that day. And just you shunned away all the 500 or 500,000 people living in Baringo. That is the worst system we can ever have. Can we let that seed of pride to die for another seed that is better to germinate in the assembly? We are so ashamed that our generations that are coming after us will get an history in the assembly that there was an injustice. And we want to say today categorically, we are saying no. Can the document be reversed and be taken to the people of Baringo? And we want the people of Baringo to note that don't follow wordings from people. Read the document, know your benefits, and know the greater heights that we want to take this county. Two, it has been said by so many people that Baringo is full of poverty. And they have even abused us at the time that we needed their help. And we wanted to make sure that we come out of that poverty. Sudi has been saying the same, and nobody has been talking about it. Nobody has ever quoted. He has said even one time that our senator should come to this place, akuja angalia umaskini wetu, kabla akuje nje aongee. And that is what we wanted. BBI will make sure that we eradicate poverty in Baringo, because all areas are tight. The youths will be tight. All the women will be tight. All the men in this country will be tight by the way we do, by agreeing to this document. Three, we have a system and a team that do not even understand. We said no to the Constitution in 2010 because we said there was a 20% that was wrong. In the amendments, nobody mentioned if the same was included or corrected. So we normally say no to something we don't know. Who can give us the information on what was 20%? I was among those people who were saying no, and I don't know what they were saying no about. Let us not repeat the same. Let us learn from our previous mistakes. Let's not be the team that is saying no, and then we come and use the Constitution when others have passed. Baringo, let's be sharp. The Tugans, according to the wording, are people who've been trained and people who have knowledge. Tusikuwa wajinga kwa sababu ya vitu yenye inatuhusu. tunaweza kuja nyumbani, tuketi chini na tuongee pamoja na tuseme this is what we want as Baringo. Baadaye machama tutakuja kuishikilia nje. Otherwise we want to say our people, let's have the calm. Our people, let's reason together and drive Baringo to prosperity. We have a common cause in this country. Thank you.
Thank you. Wakili, even as it starts, perhaps we understand that you are appearing for the Baringo County Assembly, the members of the County Assembly. What instructions do you have from your clients, and what are you seeking from them? What were you doing today?
We are here basically on a question of alleged defilement of the Constitution. My instructions are from some members of the County Assembly and larger members of Baringo County. What we have here today is a question on whether by the time the Constitutional Bill 2020 was rejected by the County Assembly, it had been subjected to public participation. The evidence that we have from the members of the public are that they did not at all see or witness anywhere where they have been asked by anybody to give their views on whether they would reject or approve the draft constitution. What happened during the assembly, as the evidence given to us, was that at the time when the bill was brought to the House on a Tuesday, it was committed to the Committee on Legal Affairs. Ordinarily, what would happen once it has been committed to a sectoral committee would be that it be taken for public participation. If you could see what other assemblies have been doing, once the bill has been subjected, you advertise it or you publish it in the local dailies. That on a particular day, we'll be coming to Kipsaimo Ward, we'll be coming to Salaman Ward, we'll be coming to Kabaret Ward to ask your views on these matters that are going to deal with the policy issues of this country. The members of the County Assembly says, especially those who are in the legal committee, that even though we are members of the legal committee, we did not sit after the bill was committed to us. We did not make a report. We did not go to the public. The bill was rushed. When we tried to give our views, we were beaten. So that basically, in line with the Constitution, there were clear violations of the provisions of Article 2.1, Article 3, Article 10, Article 196.1, and Article 259 of the Constitution. Basically, what these articles envisage is that the representatives of the people are there because of the people. They are supposed to air the views of the people. They are supposed to speak the minds of the people. What the members of the County Assembly of Baringo who disapproved the bill did was to pick from their own voices. It was not a question of representation of the people. So what we have today is, one, we have challenged the constitutionality of the proceedings of that particular day in view of the fact that, one, the proceedings were disrupted, there was violence, there was pandemonium, and secondly, on the grounds that the people were not involved, there was no public participation. So we have filed the matter under certificate of urgency. Right now, the judge is looking at it and will be getting directions in due course. What we have sought in the interim is for conservatory orders, because we have learned that the County Assembly have prepared a certificate already, which they have sent to the Clerk of the Senate and the Clerk of the National Assembly to be able to implement or act on the same. So we have sought for conservatory orders that, pending the hearing and determination of the petition, let the court conserve the status as it was, so that the certificate or the resolutions cannot be acted upon. Yes.
So that is what you have prayed for in the initial stages?
Yeah, that's what we have prayed for in the initial stages. In the main, we have prayed for the nullification and quashing of the proceedings of that particular day. We have also prayed for prohibition or an order prohibiting any other authority from acting on the resolution. And then we have also prayed for any other just cause that the court may think need. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Wakili. Yes, any other voice? Yes. You start with your names, then.
Yes, I'm Commissioner Aliciano. I did the Constitution District, the Bomas Constitution, and Yes. What I want to say is this: justice must be seen to be done. In as much as we have issues, it does not have to go to hurting the people and the people of a county like this. You've heard what they've said, that they never participate. That bill was brought to the county assembly for purposes of being debated upon by the representatives of the people. What happened? It was very, very rushed, and a decision made. As you're talking right now, I think there's information that the same is being filed before the speakers of both houses, the Senate and the National Assembly. For which, really, have we done right to the people of Baringo? How comes everybody is asking for public participation? Look at the newspapers. Look at Friday's newspapers. Kericho, Bomet, Nyandarua, where they are calling for public participation. And here you are, rushing a bill, passing it through, getting a decision for purposes of the same being filed in both houses. Is it right? No. Today I'm here not because I'm a politician, no. I'm here because of my very good friend, Ogola. Ogola called me and told me, can we share ideas? And that's what we've been sharing. We've been sharing with him. So let's look at the context and in wholesome of everything. We don't have to abandon the Constitution because of some few, or what do I call, miniature political interests. Don't throw away the baby with the bathwater.
Hallelujah.
Yes. You get your baby, you get the bathwater and throw it away. Yes. So we cannot be able to be told today that a bill came here and the same was thrown out. Why can't we have public participation as the MCAs have said, as my girl, I can see my girl here, the lady here, and a gentleman here, they've talked very clearly. Can we participate? And that is a constitutional requirement. There's no shortcut about it. I did the Constitution myself. Yes. Commissioner Yano. And if we've done that to the point of getting the Constitution that protects our interests, who can go against the Constitution? Me, you, who? No. Nobody. Yes. So let's respect the laws of the land. Let us ensure, and in fact, we are going to pray to the court and Wakili, God wills, we get those orders. Let these people participate. Let them learn what is in BBI. I've read it myself, and I understand it in out. When you're going to be told you're getting 35% increment from 15%. What else do we need? Really, devolution. What is devolution? Mali kuja wapi? Nyumbani. Sitaki kupiga hiyo siasa kwa sababu itakuwa siasa. I'm talking as a lawyer. And what I'm telling you, please, let us be one and the same person in terms of not being left behind. Mnaelewa? Yes. Tutaachwa nyuma. Dunia itaendelea. Tutaachwa nyuma. Basi. Kebetie. Ongeri bemenyo leje. Onge toene age toenda. Thank you very much.
Lakini